Welcome back, you're watching Morning Live. Let's cross over now to the Cradle of Humankind in Gauteng, where Njanji Chauke is. After months and months of research there, scientists, the paleontologists, the archaeologists have finally put together a paper, and they're due to make a massive announcement later today. Njanji, I'm sure that amongst the experts that you've been speaking to, the excitement must be fever pitch this morning.
Yes, thanks for joining us here at Maruping Veiling. As you can see, it's a hive of activity there. You're seeing a lot of people already arriving. They started arriving as early as 5 o'clock this morning. That major discovery that's going to be unveiled today by Maruping in partnership with the University of Witwatersrand. We've been speaking to a number of people. We also understand that the Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa will also attend this the announcement of this major discovery. But joining me to tell us a bit more about what will be happening today is the board member of Maruping, Trish Hannekom. Trish, thanks for making time to speak to us.
Good morning, Njanji.
Yes. Tell us about the significance of this discovery for Maruping in particular. You guys have been doing a lot of excavations and research for a number of years now.
Njanji, you said to me before we came on air that you've got 3 daughters. And I'm sure in your memories, their birthdays are amongst the most historic memories you have. Today is another moment of history for you, for South Africans, for our continent, for the world. This is a discovery unlike any other that I'm afraid you're not going to be able to go to sleep tonight, because this moment is like another birthday, because it's another piece in the jigsaw puzzle of the human family tree and understanding our ancestry. And it is going to really give us that moment of contemplation to reimagine what the future holds for us. The research is a project of the University of Witwatersrand. They have been doing research in this area for decades. We have the longest paleontological dig in the world at Sterkfontein Caves. We have had amazing historic finds. You know them popularly: the Taung Child, Mrs. Bliss, Littlefoot, Karabo. And today we have new discoveries, the biggest assemblage of fossil finds in our country, in Africa, in the world, that are going to complete a little bit more of the jigsaw puzzle. Maruping is the official visitor centre to the Cradle of Humankind World Heritage Site, one of our first 3 World Heritage Sites in South Africa. And it really is ironic, after decades of those deep, dark apartheid years, these treasures have emerged in the light of democracy, and the irony that they demonstrate that actually we all have a common ancestry, irrespective of race, culture, class, different beliefs. So today is a moment for us to reflect about who we are and what the future holds for us. We commenced with the work of developing this visitor centre, which has now been open for 10 years. So what is really important is that we have fantastic science. This is world-class science that is being showcased to the world from our continent. We have a World Heritage Site that is in a league of its own amongst World Heritage Sites, because we aren't all interested in the same things, but we are all interested in our ancestry. I've never met anyone who doesn't wonder about the past. So we're finding out more about the past today, which is of enormous educational importance. It also is enormously important because you are here today, Njanji. You'll remember this day for the rest of your life. For everyone around the world, We have dreams and aspirations. I'm sure that at the end of today, around the world, people will want to put a visit to Maruping in the Cradle of Humankind on their bucket list. That tourism pull for this iconic place is really important for all of the opportunities that come from it. The guiding, the accommodation, the visitor attractions in this area. And it creates that spotlight for this small area of the Gauteng province to ensure that we have economic activity that is going to improve the livelihoods of people. It's an area that's important for local people. I first knew about this area in the 1980s, and I learnt about it from old people who live here, who knew about the caves. There's a whole oral history about this area. There is more to discover. There will be more announcements that are going to be made, which creates a wealth of opportunities. We have huge challenges around employment, around career choices. I hope that your young viewers are going to be our future paleontologists, because the science and the research as an area, as a career choice for young people in this particular discipline is an opportunity for young people that they maybe haven't contemplated. Because of that irony that pre-1994, this was a place known by local people. The school syllabus didn't teach evolution pre-1994. So every South African child, we must do everything possible to ensure that they can come to this place. We must do everything possible to ensure that those who are your generation, who might not have had an opportunity when they were children to come to this place, come to this place. So what is unique is that this magnificent assemblage of fossil discoveries is going to be on display until October the 11th. It's really unusual, because normally important fossil finds are in vaults in universities. These are the original fossils. So whatever your viewers were planning to do, between now and October the 11th, they should visit this place and take their selfie to show that they were part of a moment in history that cannot be repeated. So in your program, please treat this, in your memories, treat this as another birthday, that you were here when history was made with this enormously important announcement.
Well, unfortunately, that's all we have time for. There you have it from Trish Hannekom, telling us a bit more about what's going to be unveiled later today around 10:30 before 11 o'clock. It's back to a studio where we're going to have a sports